again. We welcome you to our broadcast of the NBA playoffs here on 2K Sports. This series right now lopsided 3-0. Can a comeback attempt be made? Or will we see a team advance to the finals? Here we go. It's Indiana taking on the Brooklyn Nets. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. Hey guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from David West?
He's a bruiser, Kevin. I mean, that's the main thing that jumps out at me, the size and the strength. The intensity that he brings, you can always count on him, especially in the paint. He's going to bring that muscle.
And I don't know of too many other players who are as solid as he is in the low post. Just watch how many times he'll get his man to go for his fake and leave his feet. He gets him up in the air and takes advantage of it.
Taking a look at Brooklyn, they've been in the driver's seat throughout the series, and now a chance to deliver the finishing blow and sweep the series here in front of their hometown fans.
Yeah, I think they're ready to lower the hammer on this club here today, Kevin. I mean, they're playing so well to this point. You've got an excellent opportunity to close this series out in front of your home fans and get some rest before the next series starts.
Steve, nobody would have guessed coming into this series that they'd find themselves in a position to sweep. Once they got the momentum behind them after the game one win, they just kept on riding that wave.
Stolen by Stevenson. Hill with it. Now guarded by Livingston. Passes to Hibbert. Leads him in there. Stevenson laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Stevenson's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Pacers. Moments ago, our Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with the coach, Frank Vogel. Doris.
I asked him if it's possible to maintain the belief that they can win this series. He said definitely. We know the odds are against us, but this is a one-game-at-a-time situation. We're going to play our hardest, try to win the game, and take it from there. We'll see how it turns out, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Here's Hill after Paul Pierce's score. And George kicks to Stevenson. The pass to Hill. Dishes it to George. Shot clock at 6. Great look, but off the mark. On defense, Indiana. Thursday's loss was a disappointment.
You hate losing the entire game because you fall apart in the fourth quarter like these guys did. They got way too comfortable with the lead way too early.
Yeah, I think they headed to the locker room a little bit too early in that one. You got to finish the game out strong. And when you leave the door open a little bit, anything can happen.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
You know, with that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim.
Back to Pierce. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And he will take the ball right into the teeth of the defense.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. The free throw off from Pierce. Stevenson with it. Now Pierce defending. And the basket by Stevenson.
Drop that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Williams kicks to Livingston. The Pacers pull it in.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Johnson against George. The kick out to Hill. He's against Williams. He dishes it to Stevenson. Takes the 3. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. It's his first trip to the line. He misses the free throw. No good on the second free throw. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Indiana. George has got his 3rd rebound tonight. The dish now to Hill. He kicks it to Stevenson. The offensive rebound. West passes to Hibbert, and they take the lead. Hibbert's got his first points of the game.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And that's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Now here's Williams. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Livingston kicks to Johnson. Johnson missing again.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And the basket by Stevenson.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Pierce with it. He's picked up by Hill. And it's good. 8 points for Paul Pierce.
And at 4 or 5 now, a nice start. I mean, he looks ready to make an impact offensively. So far, so good.
Hill kicks to George. Floats one up. It's rebounded by Livingston. Oakland trailing. Pass to Garnett. Livingston. On the wing, Williams. And there's the feed to Livingston. Joe Johnson on the wing. Garnett with a screen on Hill. Open shot, Johnson. And Johnson missing again.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
Now here is Hill. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Drilled from 6 feet. Nets trailed by 4. Pierce with it. 8 points for him. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on David West.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist. We're seeing great offensive movement.
Danny Granger is checked in for Indiana. Now, here is George. Pass to Hill. Back to George. Stevenson setting the pick for George. He passes to West. And the foul on Paul Pierce. That's his first foul.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Feeds it to George. Back to West. Kicks to Stevenson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's good. Stevenson's got 8.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Williams kicks to Johnson. Watch sets the pick for Johnson. Goes up off the pick. And Clutch slams it in.
Yeah, that's some physical basketball. I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the ball.
Old school stuff there.
There was a lot to like on that play.
So the Pacers call timeout. They're first of the game.
Yeah, and guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
Pacers leading by 3. Hill with it. Williams picks him up. Granger dishes to Hill. George. Good. The assist goes to Hill. George has got his second bucket of the night.
Wow, just a tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball for them, guys.
Yeah, when they put it up, it's gone in.
Back to Williams. Livingston. The 3 from Johnson. That's good.
His first make here in 4 tries to start this game.
For Indiana, they've gotten 8 of the 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Granger kicks to Stevenson. Granger passes to Hill. Outside, George. Cannot hit. And Brooklyn will come the other way.
Steve, they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, it's impressive, too. Clark's already gotten them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Now here's Granger. following the miss by Paul Pierce. George dishes to Granger. Hill, some nice passing here by Indiana. Hill gets a screen from West. Jumper off the screen, and Pierce pulls it down.
That's a shot he's got to hit, and you don't get too many better looks from that range.
Pierce with the screen on George. Here's the three. That's good from Paul Pierce on the assist by Williams. And that's 12 points for Paul Pierce.
Well, Kevin, he's got such a great focus as a shooter. He's a very frustrating player to guard because unless you actually block his shot, you are not going to get in his head and affect him.
And let's not leave out another branding mark of his status as much in the clutch. When a big shot's needed to win a ball game, everybody in the building knows he's going to take it. Doesn't make any difference, though. He still finds a way to knock it down.
Here is Livingston after Danny Granger's bucket. Pierce kicks to Livingston. He feeds it to Williams. Offensive rebound, Nets. Johnson, the pass to Williams. Pierce, Granger covering. Another shot. Again, Pierce missing.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
A nice shot by George.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys. Giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor. I mean, their offense in the paint has not been up to par.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Indiana making some changes. Andrew Bynum's checked in for West. Scola comes in for George. And Orlando Johnson subbed in for Lance Stevenson. Now here's Williams. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Anderson gets the screen from Blatch. Anderson dishes to Teletovic. Williams. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Scola. Now the Pacers moving it up. The second chance effort. Foul call. Looked like that he didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. The Pacers have not yet made a free throw in the game, all 2 so far. That's good from Johnson. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
He did the important part at the line there. The heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
A nice shot by Anderson.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Pacers leading by 3. And stolen by Darren Williams. Gives him the lead pass. Anderson. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Watson with it. He's guarded by Williams. Johnson kicks to Watson. Rockets 6. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Brooklyn's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. On the wing, Williams. Passes it to Teletovic. Dishes to Kirilenko. He kicks to Blatch. Back to Kirilenko. The pass to Teletovic. Another one falls for Brooklyn. We've got 1:55 left here in the opening quarter. Watson kicks to Johnson. He dishes it to Scola. The feed to Watson. Buries it from 3-point range. Watson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Brooklyn trailing. Outside Williams. Now the dish to Anderson. Gets it to go. Anderson's got 6.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
1:09 left in the first quarter of the game. Johnson outside. On the wing, Granger shoots. Hits the front of the rim and out.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Kirilenko backing down. Williams can't get it to go. And Indiana shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Mahaney's checked in for Andrew Bynum. Brooklyn with the ball. Anderson outside. Pass to Teletovic. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
Watson up top. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Watson. No up. Excellent D from Kirilenko.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Williams gets a screen from Teletovic. It could go. He nailed the buzzer beater.
Right between the eyes is how you would say it, Kevin. Fearless. What a tremendous play with the pressure at its absolute highest.
Phenomenal.
I'll tell you what, some players just live for the big moments, guys. Clearly, he is one of them.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets out in front. Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And I like their aggressiveness, too, tonight, because they're getting penetration, and that's allowing them to get some easy hoops.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got, probably out there with Garnett. Then there's Allen Anderson. Then there's Darren Williams. And it's Kirilenko in at the 3 spot. Johnson, the pass to Watson. Back to Johnson. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And the shot is good. Hibbert's got his second basket.
Good job of spotting his teammate near the basket and zipping the pass right in there.
Williams kicks to Anderson. And Orlando Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
Kicks to Kirilenko. Offline with his 3.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. They've been winning that battle.
What a pass, and then the layup was a bit of a circus move.
Oh, so smooth.
Well, you know what? He could have fouled that up going for the big slam. I thought that was a nice job just taking the layup.
Garnett with the screen for Williams. Garnett, and he comes in for the dunk. There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching him go Clark right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Open shot, Johnson. And again, it's Indiana converting.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Garnett. Another one falls for Brooklyn. Pacers trail by 3. And here's Watson. Feeds to Mahinmi. Williams with the block. Indiana's shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw good for Mahinmi. Some changes for Indiana. Paul George comes in for Chris Copeland. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Orlando Johnson. Mahinmi hits them both. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here is Livingston. Free throw line jump shot. Another one falls for Brooklyn. Pacers trail by 3. Hill kicks to Mahinmi. He passes it to Stevenson. Mahinmi dishes to Hill. He feeds it to Stevenson. It's back to Hill from outside the arc. Outside for George. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
I thought he'd make that one, and that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Anderson passes to Johnson. Ball's knocked loose. No good off the back of the rim. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Hill dishes to Stevenson. George. Pass to Hill. From the line, and that's good for 2. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here is Livingston. Anderson outside. Kirilenko. Back to Anderson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Kirilenko kicks to Garnett. It's Kirilenko on the wing. 3 on the clock. Garnett goes in.
Well, the thing with Garnett, Kevin, is he's still one of the best players in the league. He doesn't finish quite as well around the basket as he once did, but he's got a knockdown jump shot at that mid-range level. Excellent defender, good rebounder, and basically just a winner.
Well, he is a winner because he does all of those things. He scores, he defends, but it's not just about scoring with him. He's a pretty good playmaker from the post too, Steve. He's become quite adept at spotting cutters and slashes when he's got the ball in the post.
The Pacers making a switch here. West is checked in. Excellent D there from Pierce. Nets leading by 3. Gets it to go. Pierce has got 14 points for the game.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Here is Livingston. Pierce, fended by West. Unloads from 9. Now the Pacers moving it up. Hill leading the charge. A rebound by Pierce. Pierce has got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
This is to Johnson. Pierce with a screen on George. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Paul Pierce playing very well. He has 14 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better. Still haven't seen them miss a shot from the line in this quarter, so they're doing a nice job of protecting the lead.
Well, they're cashing in from the line. I mean, they're making them pay for fouling right now.
Danny Granger, he's checked in for Roy Hibbert. And that is good. 11 points for Paul George.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Johnson outside. The 3. And it's rebounded by Indiana.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Here's Hill. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. Hill's got 4 this quarter.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking, and they've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. For Brooklyn, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Livingston passes to Pierce. And stolen by Granger. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's foul number 2 for him. Timeout called the Pacers. At this part of the game, always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well, all 3 of us drinking the Gatorade too.
Yeah, no question.
Right.
I mean, Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. And look at Steve, he has the Gatorade shirt on.
Yeah, he's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Granger backing him down. From about 16, and the shot is long.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Johnson with it. George picks him up. Pierce attacking. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Hill with it. Now guarded by Livingston. Outside Hill. He kicks it to Stevenson. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from the corner. A shot, no good. Solid defense there from Anderson. Inside. There's the pass to Livingston. Watch, dishes to Livingston. It's tipped. It's stolen by Hill. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Stevenson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
It's been a strong night for Stevenson. He's got 8 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively. He needs help this club.
He doesn't get the second one. Brooklyn trailing. Now Pierce. He's got 15. They need this one. Gets it to go. Pierce has got 17 now. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, that number could easily go up to double digits before this game is over.
And West backs in. From 6 feet, and it's blocked by Bloch. Now here's Pierce. He's got 17. He dishes it to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bloch.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left him no choice but to foul there.
The Nets have hit 4 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Folks, that's 50%. Not great work there. The Nets making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And the second free throw, good. Hill with it. And the Pacers call time here.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there, a bit uncomfortable, and wanted to talk it over.
And George, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup. George has got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Outside Williams. Watch. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
Hill kicks to George. It's back to Hill. Pierce with the steal. The rebound by Paul George.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
And the block by Johnson. And they get it back. A nice shot by George. The Nets have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Here is Livingston. Back to Johnson. Johnson left side. Takes the 13-footer, and he's able to get it back. 4 on the clock. Second chance shot. They get it back. The kick out to Pierce. Livingston. Outside Williams. The feed to Livingston. Watch inside. Tries it again. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. For Brooklyn, they have been shooting 50% at the line, 5 of 10. And that one misses. The Pacers making a switch here. Bynum's checked in. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And stolen by Darren Williams. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
So deflating for a team. Coughing up the ball at one end, and then it turns into immediate points at the other end.
And it's just as much of a boost for the team getting those easy points off the steal.
Hill kicks to Granger. There's the dish to George. Outside Hill. Pass to Stevenson. George. Pocket 6. Pass to Bynum. Working on Blatch. And the rejection by Blatch. The kick out to Pierce. And the basket good. Now it's a 5-point Nets lead.
You know, size-wise, this is not a great one-on-one matchup for him, but he got that shot to go.
But you wouldn't know it by how he finished. That's a nice hoop there.
Hill with it. Williams picks him up. The drive by Hill. Bynum trying to break loose. And the basket by Hill.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
40 seconds left here in the second. Outside Williams. Joe Johnson on the wing. Watch the pass to Livingston. Not enough on that one as it misses.
He doesn't really scare our defense at all. You've seen him miss quite a few just like those.
That's good. And it's now only a 1-point Brooklyn lead.
Now they'll take as many of those high percentage shots as they can get, guys.
Kicks it to Williams. Outside Pierce. Releases from 15, and he drops that one in. Pierce has got 9 points in the quarter. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Nets lead by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Hello out there and welcome to the halftime report as the conference finals continue on 2K Sports. The Nets taking care of business. Get out your brooms. They're looking for a clean sweep of this series with a win. We've seen Paul Pierce in top form. At the break, 21 points and 3 rebounds as well. And no shortage of desire from the Pacers side of things. A dramatic advantage in the paint. They're getting right in close and converting the kind of buckets they want. Paul George really playing effortlessly. He's got 15 points, been outstanding on the defensive side of the court as well. Gotten the job done on the glass too. And that'll be all for now. Thanks so much for joining us. The third quarter just about to get underway.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Eastern Conference Final as we get things started once again. We're seeing a tremendous game from Paul Pierce.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, I mean, that's pretty much what we've come to expect out of him.
Yeah, that's an open book on all you need to know about what talent he has. I'll bet he adds a lot more to that tally in the second half.
On the court right now for the Pacers. Paul George is the 3 with David West at the 4. At the 1 and 2, George Hill and Lance Stevenson. And it's Hibbert in at the 5. Here's Livingston. Back to Johnson. Feeds it to Garnett. He's guarded by Stevenson. And Garnett misses. Pacers trail by 3. Outside Hill. He feeds it to Stevenson. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Boy, that's embarrassing, guys. He's going to have a hard time living that one down later when they watch it on tape.
Brooklyn leading by 3. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Livingston kicks to Pierce. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on David West.
How about that point? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
The Nets have shot 50% from the line, 6 of 12 so far. Pacers trail by 6. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's George finishing it off.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Here's Livingston. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. First trip to the line for him here. That free throw, no good.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Passes it to George. West inside. Tries again. It's blocked.
Well, they need a shot or two to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
Pierce kicks to Johnson. He passes to Livingston. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Hill. Pacers trail by 5. Dishes it to Stevenson. West inside. Soft touch off the glass. West has got his second basket of the night.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Johnson with it. He's picked up by Hill. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
That's not what they needed there, that's for sure.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Back to George. He kicks it to West. Johnson's there. West dishes to George. 6 on the shot clock. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for George. He has 17 points and also a block shot.
I had no idea we'd be seeing a performance like this one today.
Totally dominant. I mean, pure domination.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Boy, that was solid. I tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul line.
The Nets with the lead. And here is Johnson. He's got 5. Back to Williams. And the pass to Garnett. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. That's now 8 points for Kevin Garnett. Pacers trail by 3. And the call will be against George Hill. That's his first foul.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Brooklyn. And for the Nets, they're shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Williams passes to Livingston. Back to Williams. Poked away. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
Indiana moving it around. And George, here we go. Outside Hill. He dishes it to West. 6 to shoot. Outside, George. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
And Teletovic kicks to Williams. The leader. And George with the block. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
And those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one.
Livingston dishes to Garnett. Now the feed to Teletovic. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Teletovic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Hill kicks to Hibbert. He's against Garnett. Hibbert the pass to Hill. The dish to George. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 5 assists in the game.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. The Pacers making a switch here. Nets leading by 3. Now Williams. And the call will be against George Hill. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Teletovic kicks to Johnson. Five on the clock. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Johnson's got 7 points.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
And the basket by Scola.
Such a difficult shot to defend, that turnaround.
Now here's Williams. Back to Kirilenko. Outside Williams. Pass to Teletovic. Joe Johnson on the wing. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahimi's checked in for Hibbert. Chris Copeland comes in for George. Orlando Johnson's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And it's Watson in for George Hill. Here's Kirilenko. And a miss there on the triple. Pacers trail by 3. Watson kicks to Copeland. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Scola left side. Kicks it to Watson. Feeds it to Copeland. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Nets leading by 3. Williams dishes to Teletovic. Back to Williams. He feeds it to Teletovic. Great D that time from Mahimi.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
Johnson, the pass to Kirilenko. And Teletovic kicks to Kirilenko. Johnson with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Clock is at 3. He had a nice open look right there. Williams has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And what I like about him, he needs very little time to get his shot off. If he has just a bit of room, that's all it takes. In a catch-and-shoot situation, he's going to let it fly.
You know, something else with him, you can't forget about his skill as a pull-up shooter. I mean, you give him too much room, and he won't hesitate for a second to raise up and spray you with that J.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And another area where they've done a great job tonight is forcing the issue defensively and getting some steals.
Paul George, he's checked in for Indiana. Hill comes in for C.J. Watson. George dishes to Scola. Pass to Hill. Johnson outside. It's back to Hill. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. 8 points for Hill.
I'll tell you what, the first half may have been a little slow, but both clubs really picking up the intensity here in the second.
I'll say that's for sure. I mean, things have really ramped up here.
Teletovic passes to Garnett. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Indiana. Hill's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is. And, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
And Stevenson's checked in for Indiana. And George, here we go. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. George has got 11 points in the quarter.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter, and just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Williams kicks to Livingston. In low to Garnett. That's good. Garnett's got 10 points.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
Hill kicks to Stevenson. Stevenson off a bit from Mahimi. George dishes to Hill. Just 5 on the clock. On deep, Stevenson. No good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Johnson outside. Back to Kirilenko. Defended by George. It's rebounded by Indiana. Stevenson with it. Now guarded by Livingston. Stevenson kicks to Hill. Passes it to George. It's back to Hill. A rebound by the Nets. Williams has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Dishes it to Livingston. It's rebounded by Mahimi. Mahimi's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Clark David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
Johnson kicks to Kirilenko. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Garnett the pass to Kirilenko. Back to Garnett. He dishes it to Johnson. Off target from 3-point range. Pacers trail by 4. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. Andrew Bynum's checked in for Indiana. .139 left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Hill. Second shot opportunity, and it's Bynum getting it to go in.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass. Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Bynum sets a screen for Stevenson. He passes to Hill. Again, missing Hill.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Garnett, he's guarded by Bynum. And here's Henderson from the arc. It's rebounded by Stevenson. Stevenson's got his 4th rebound in this one. George. And they're unable to get the time basket there. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Kirilenko with a screen on George. Anderson dishes to Johnson. Nice work there coming off the screen. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
Hill gets a screen from Granger. Hill kicks to George. Bynum sets a screen for George. Granger left side. Offensive rebound. Hill passes to Granger. The feed now to George. He kicks to Stevenson. Back to George. From deep 3-point range, the 3rd quarter comes to a close. It's the Nets. They lead by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. Nets leading by 4. We've got Blotch. Alan Anderson out there with Darren Williams. Then there's Johnson. And Stoletovich in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Williams. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
Free throw good, Williams. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Pacers trail by 5. It counts, and the foul. Joe Johnson picks one up. Free throw drops for Hill. Anderson with the ball. Here's Williams. Joe Johnson on the wing. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. And here is Hill. Outside, George. And there's the pass to Stevenson. Back to George. Shot clock at 5. Uses the glass to drop it in. George has got 28.
You know, he's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
Hill against Williams. It's Anderson with the drive.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
That free throw good from Anderson. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Joe Johnson. Good on both. Now Hill. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there, a bit uncomfortable, and wanted to talk it over.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. They've been getting torched with all these shots from long range, and he simply said, we can't lose track of their shooters, guys. We're over-helping inside, and it's leaving them wide open. Can they make the adjustment, guys?
And thank you, Doris. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. The dish to Stevenson. It's back to Hill. Bangs home the trifecta.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. I mean, they have to get a hand in his face.
The Nets with the lead. Here is Livingston. Outside Williams. Pass to Blotch. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Blotch with the screen on Hill. Williams dishes to Blotch. Goes back up. And Granger with the block.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Well, you're right. Very rarely will you out-rebound an opponent like that and not have it pay off.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. On the wing, George. Outside Hill to take the lead. Offensive rebound. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And the Nets making a change here. Garnett's checked in. That one drops. He ties it up. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Livingston kicks to Johnson. Shot from the wing. Good. Nothing but net. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, it went down, guys, but still unusual to go to the leader there with so much space around.
Hill passes to Granger. With the lead pass. And that one's fit by Stevenson.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
It's a great formula, and it's really a sign that the offense is clicking.
Shot's good by Williams.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show, and the defense can become vulnerable in the low block.
Granger with the screen for Hill. Right side Hill. George to take the lead. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Joe Johnson picks one up.
Boy, you hate to see that, fouling the three-point shooter.
You know, there are a lot more free throws made than threes every season. I mean, make him earn it from deep. Don't foul.
Some changes for Indiana. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Bynum. And it's West in for Danny Granger. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Paul George really making a difference here.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Williams gets to Livingston. Feeds to Bloch. Great tee that time from Hibbert.
This is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot. I didn't really expect him to turn it over as many times as he has in the second half. It's caught me by surprise because before the break, he only had one.
Livingston dishes to Williams. Williams gets a screen from Garnett. Williams kicks to Garnett. Hit his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Garnett with a screen on Hibbert. Watch. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Stevenson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's George. And it's Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seems like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Pierce is checked in. Makes it off the glass. Pierce has got 26 points. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Hill drives in. Gets the bucket. And the Pacers lead by 4. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Here is Livingston. Kicks it to Pierce. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. That's 28 points for Paul Pierce. Hill against Williams. Outside Hill. He feeds it to Stevenson. Pass to Hibbert. Baseline jumper. And he hits the jump shot. Nets trail by 4. Here is Livingston. Takes the lead pass. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
And Indiana making a change here. Rangers checked in. Here's Stevenson. It's rebounded by Livingston. The Nets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Williams kicks to Livingston. Outside Pierce. Left side Pierce. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Pacers have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Getting some solid looks for them.
Look at the free throw percentage. Unblemished since halftime, Clark. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Nets trail by 4. Now here's Williams. Pass to Livingston. In low to Garnett. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That will be foul number 5 on him.
And they're one away now from being in the penalty.
Yeah, you know, now's not the time to be careless. The next one sends them to the line.
Here's good.
Good job creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Broke loose and stolen by Darren Williams. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
The Pacers shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Hill kicks to Stevenson. Granger. And the foul called on Joe Johnson. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And he makes the first. And so Granger nails both of them. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Back to Pierce. Dishes to Livingston. Livingston gets a screen from Pierce. From past the arc. And the Nets, another 3.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his 2nd this half.
Indiana trailing here. Hill with it. He dishes it to Granger. It's back to Hill. Lets it go with the 3. And the shot is good. Hill's got 19 points.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Williams kicks to Pierce. The feed to Garnett. Now the pass to Livingston. And stolen by Hibbert. Granger outside. And that one's good. And it's a 3-point Pacer lead.
It's been the story of the game for him. Fortunately, his teammates have bailed him out.
Williams with the ball. Livingston gets a screen from Garnett. Livingston passes to Williams. There's the 3. Johnson can't get it to go. Pacers leading by 3. With the teardrop, gets it to go. Stevenson's got 4 points this quarter. Nets have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Pierce with a screen for Williams to stop the run. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Pierce doing a nice job with the screen.
Paul George, he's checked in for Danny Granger. Free throw good, Williams. And here is Hill. Back to George. He kicks it to West. Hill. He passes to George. Shoots from 14. Here's Hibbert, and it's blocked by Garnett. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. West setting the pick for Hibbert. George against Johnson. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. 36 points for Paul George. Nets trail by 4. Now Johnson. Johnson off the pitch from Pierce. Johnson dishes to Garnett. Pass to Livingston. Lock at 6. Nets passing it around. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Pacers leading by 4. The drive by Hill. Softly drops in the floater. Hill's got 15 points here in the second half.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Garnett. The kick out to Pierce. The dish to Williams. Pierce fended by West. Second shot opportunity. The shot by Pierce will not go.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
Hill with him. Williams picks him up. Feeds it to George. Kicks to Stevenson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. That's on Paul Pierce. And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker.
He's made an effort to get into the defense a lot more by aggressively attacking the basket, and he's not shying away from the contact, which is giving him some free throw opportunity.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far. He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
And the Pacers call time here. They're up by 4. A minute 42 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's West. Stevenson, defended by Livingston. Hill drives in. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Hill's got 17 points here in the second half.
Man, is he good. He's only missed one shot in 6 tries here in the quarter.
The Pacers making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point. They definitely had the advantage inside. Another big grab a moment ago.
Williams kicks to Pierce. Second chance shot. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Outside Hill. Back to George. Three-pointer. A rebound by Garnett. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Pierce fended by West. West against Pierce. West with some nice D. Indiana's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Now here is Hill. He's covered closely. He feeds it to Johnson. Pass to George. And that one's good.
They are not letting up, guys. They just keep coming at them.
And I'd say that lead is too big to overcome at this point.
Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
They're fortunate that one was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
Johnson kicks to Pierce. From deep. Connects. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
A crucial basket. They needed it, and he gave it to them.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
Tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They trail by 3. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, down 3, you don't necessarily have to go for the 3. You could go for the quick bucket and then the foul.
I'm not sure. I mean, in this situation, I think they should look for the 3, Steve. I mean, try to tie this thing up. You've got 3-point shooters. Let it fly.
Brooklyn's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. And now they foul and stop the clock. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. The Pacers making a change here. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Nails the tray.
Oh, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're ahead by 2. 6 seconds left in the game. Six seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the foul on Paul Pierce. And so he's picked up his final foul. We will see for the rest of this game. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. It's a 4-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're behind by 4. 3 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they're going to go for a quick shot and then a foul, but it's looking pretty grim right now.
Yeah, it's a slim possibility, but that's their only hope.
And here's Johnson outside. He's again. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with the margin.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the whole crew from 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long, and thanks for watching the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. Now let's take a look at the Jordan Player of the Game.
Sunshine in a bag, I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad. I got sunshine in a bag, I'm useless, but not for long. The future is